Professor Li, it is a pleasure to welcome you today to Unica Clinic in Prague. As an IVF clinic, we support couples facing infertility on their journey to parenthood. Our approach is holistic, focusing not only on the physical aspects of fertility, but also on mental well-being and overall balance. To begin with, could you please explain what Shinrin-Yoku is and how this approach may support overall health and well-being?
In fact, researchers in Japan have to find a new method to reduce stress and to improve the health, and by visiting first for the purpose of reduce stress. So that was called the fourth basin and Shinrin-Yoku. In fact, Shinrin in Japanese means forest, and Yoku means bus. So Shinrin-Yoku means bathing the fourth atmosphere through our five senses, or taking the force through the sense of smell, sense of sight, sense of the hearing, sense of the touch, sense of the taste. It's not exercise. It's very slow walk in the forest. In fact, Shinrin-Yoku is like a bridge. By opening our five senses, it bridges a gap between us and the natural world. So, in fact, Shinrin-Yoku shows a lot of benefits of human health.
So, many people see forest bathing as something mainly relaxing, but your research has shown that it has specific scientific effects. What are the key findings behind the forest medicine and how it impacts human health?
Yeah, in fact, formal feeling to a science is a key phrase to describe the forest basin of the effect of forest basin. In fact, we have studied the forest basin from 20 years ago. Since 2004, we conducted a lot of experiments in forest. We call it forest basin experiment. And so far, we have found a lot of benefits of forest basin. For example, forest basin can improve your immune function by increase the natural killer activity and the number of natural killer cells, also the anti-cancer protein in the natural killer cells. Forest basin can reduce the stress and stress hormone. For example, adrenaline, the mental stress hormone. Noradrenaline is the physical stress hormone, and the cortisol is a both stress hormone. So, forest basin also can improve the sleep quality, and forest basin can reduce we call the sympathetic nerve activity, and increase the parasympathetic nerve activity, and show relaxing effect. Forest basin also can reduce negative emotions such as anxiety, depression, anger, fatigue, and improve the positive feelings like vigor, and show preventive effect on depression. In fact, forest basin also can increase the serotonin level and the oxytocin level. We call the happy hormones. And forest basin also can show some effect on we call the COPD. COPD is a disease. Yeah, forest basin can show, as a new preventive medicine, to show preventive effect for some we call the lifestyle-related disease such as hypertension, depression, and sleep disorder, even heart diseases. So it's a new preventive medicine.
Thank you. As I mentioned, our clinic focuses on reproductive medicine, where stress is considered a significant factor affecting fertility. Based on your research, could the regulation of stress response system have a direct influence on hormonal balance in both men and women?
For the reproductive medicine, many factors can affect the reproduction. For example, sleep disorder, depression, stress, mental stress, and imbalance in the autonomic nervous system, imbalance in the endocrine system, and imbalance in the immune system. And forest basin can have beneficial effect on the fertility.
Thank you. You mentioned that your research shows an increase in both the number and activity of natural killer cells after time spent in the forest. Since NK cells are also an important topic in IVF, how do you see this kind of immune modulation supporting the body in preparing for pregnancy, where a balanced immune response is important?
Yeah. In the first place, I would express the effect of forbidden on immune function. In fact, forbidden can increase the human NK activity, the number of NK cells, and anti-cancer protein. And this effect can keep a longer time. 2 nights, 3 days forbidden can keep the higher NK activity for 1 month. And 1 day forbidden can keep the effect for 1 week. So it's a longer effect. For the pregnancy, it's a very complex process. Many factors can affect the pregnancy, including the immune system. In fact, the good balance in immune system is very important for the pregnancy. So, in fact, forbidden can increase the NK activity and also can reduce the negative immune function, like we usually call the inflammatory markers. For example, forbidden can reduce the negative immune function like interleukin-6. Interleukin is a bad cytokine. Also, another we call the inflammatory marker, the CRP. Forbidden can reduce those inflammatory markers and keep immune system in a good balance. Good balance in the immune system is very important for the pregnancy. So forbidden can have beneficial effects, but indirect to improve the immune function.
Not everyone has the opportunity to spend time in deep forests. Is there evidence in your research that even short but regular exposure to natural environments, such as urban parks, can produce similar effects, particularly in relation to hormone levels?
Forbidden in big city parks with a lot of trees also have beneficial effects on the human health. It's very similar to the effect of forbidden in the real forest. But the effect of forbidden is dependent on how big of the trees, how high density of the trees, and how wider of the trees. So even in the city park, if you have a lot of big trees, you also can enjoy the forbidden in city park and show the similar effect. For example, reduce the blood pressure, reduce the stress hormone, increase the positive feelings, and reduce the negative emotions. So people in the city also can enjoy the forbidden in the big city parks.
Many of our patients live in stressful urban environments with higher levels of air pollution. How does air quality affect hormonal balance, which is so important for fertility?
In the city areas, there are a lot of air pollution, and the air quality is very important for the human health, especially for the pregnancy. In fact, in the forest, there are high quality of the air. Also, a special smell we call the phytoncide aroma. So aroma from the tree will produce lots of benefits on the human health. For example, in fact, phytoncide, because aroma can reduce the stress hormone, reduce the negative emotion, increase the positive feeling, also can increase the natural killer activity. So show beneficial effect on the pregnancy.
Your work provides scientific evidence of something people have intuitively understood for generations, that time in nature supports health and well-being. How do you see the role of modern medicine in balancing advanced technologies with more holistic view of patient care?
Yes, it's a very good question. In fact, we started study 20 years ago, and we have established a new preventive medicine. That is forced medicine. So we found that forbidden can reduce stress hormone, can show preventive effect for some clinical diseases such as depression, hypertension, CVT syndrome, and even some cancers. So forbidden is a new preventive medicine. Yeah. So the modern physician maybe can apply the forced medicine into the preventive medicine, even into the clinical medicine, because forbidden can have some good effect on the mild hypertension, mild depression. So another possibility is forbidden can apply to the rehabilitation medicine. Forbidden is no side effect. It's and no, it's free. It's not free. Use the service for it, and also have many beneficial effects So I conclude that the forward breathing is a good effect. This effect is similar to the one stone can hit 3 birds. 3 birds means that no side effect, free, and have the beneficial effect.
Thank you. To conclude, what message would you like to share with our patients and viewers?
Yeah, first is from feeling to a science a key word phrase to answer forward breathing. So please remember, forward breathing is new science, not just a feeling. And please visit forest and get happiness and get your health from the nature.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome.